All right, welcome to another episode of Know Huntsville.
The show about arts and culture in Huntsville, Alabama.
That's right.
I am Daniela.
And I am Tom, and we are downtown Huntsville right now at Maverick's gym. They do Muay Thai, they do Jiu-Jitsu, and today we're going to get our asses kicked.
We did.
All right, we are here at Maverick Training Center, and we are joined by Suzanne and Evan and Julia. Thank you for welcoming us into your gym. I can't speak because y'all already beat me up. So, Tom.
Yeah?
He's just laughing at me. You have actually been coming to Maverick Training Center for how long now?
I've been on a break for a while, actually.
Yeah.
But I've known you guys for quite a bit of time. When you guys were down the South Parkway,
Yes, long time.
and then you moved one time there, and then you came downtown, and you've had this gym here for how long?
About a year.
About a year.
Yes.
So
And it's
how long have
gangbusters.
y'all been in business?
Yeah.
Oh, I started Maverick in 2003.
Okay.
So,
A long time.
yes.
And so Suzanne is a first degree black belt, owner of this gym, which I think is really awesome to see a woman running a badass gym such as this. How did that start for you? And how did you bring them up into this lovely world of beating people up kindly?
Well, it started because I put Evan in a martial arts class, a very traditional martial arts class, only lasted a few months. And the instructor talked to me about Bruce Lee. So I looked up Bruce Lee, read about it, and I found one of the guys that actually worked with Bruce Lee on his boxing. I started training with him, and it just grew and grew and grew, and I brought them up in it, and I started training my jiu-jitsu with world champion, Helio Seneca, and I used to drive 7 hours a day, 2 days a week to train with him. And they trained with him, and we've trained with many champions. We're currently with a great team called Atos Jiu-Jitsu. And I just started training people, and like I said, it just grew, and tried to keep it a really happy place to train and help people grow. And these guys now, they do a lot here. The gym is so big, I wouldn't be able to run it by myself by any means.
It is a pretty cool thing that you see it become sort of this family affair. You're a black belt as well, and Julia, you're almost a black belt?
Close enough.
It's about to happen.
A brown belt, yeah.
Yeah. So that's really awesome to see how far you guys have come as well. What has that been like for both of you, sort of being brought up in this gym and also working with your mom?
Well, I was originally forced to do it because I was a very chubby middle schooler.
As we all
So
were.
it was my exercise at the time. And then once I turned like 16 and got my first adult rank, that was when I finally started kind of taking it seriously and decided this was going to be just like what I wanted to do.
Awesome.
It's pretty much the same thing for me. About the time when he started enjoying it was the time where I was forced to do it, and so I would just come to the gym and get beat up by my brother the whole time. And pretty much the same thing for me. I remember being a junior in high school, so I was like 17, and I just randomly in my head I was like, man, I really like jiu-jitsu. So I started watching like highlight videos, and then ever since then I've just enjoyed it. But it took a while. But yeah, I love it now.
What do you prefer, jiu-jitsu or Muay Thai? Because I think every time I've seen you, you are punching people.
Yes, I do love striking people. But
You'll see that in a moment.
jiu-jitsu is a lot of fun as well, and then combining the two is probably one of my favorite, doing MMA, just combining them, full rounded.
What about you?
I like jiu-jitsu. I used to want to fight MMA originally. So I used to like spar. We'd have like local MMA guys come in. I'd spar with them and train. But somewhere along the way, when I was just training with all these like high-level jiu-jitsu guys, I just kind of fell a lot more in love with just pure jiu-jitsu.
That's awesome. And do you ever like train with Evan and Julia?
Yes.
You beat
yes.
your kids up?
Yeah, well,
I'm kidding.
I can't really do that too much anymore. But yes, I like to take his classes, and I take her classes too. So
That's sweet.
it makes me very happy that they've excelled, and that I can relax and actually, it's in a weird way, be a student again and not have to teach and train.
What's cool about this gym, I think, and that more people should know about, is the kid classes that you guys have.
Yes.
Which you come in here and there's like 30 kids over here
Yeah.
running around and doing
They're
jiu-jitsu.
adorable.
And it's so great to see them starting such a young age. So talk about the kids classes real quick, 'cause
Well,
I think that's a
we,
great aspect of it.
Thank you. We begin at age 4, and it's a passion of mine. I'm really trying to build the best children's program in the city. We have children that compete, but we also take the shy child that is scared to step on the mat, and it really just makes us so happy that they're actually become confident, pull off submissions. And we have kids that have been bullied and have able to use their jiu-jitsu to protect themselves. So it makes me very happy.
Yeah, and I think I've joked a little about punching people, beating people up, whatever. But there's so much more to this sport, I think, obviously there's self-defense aspect, there's the
self-defense,
confidence
yes.
aspect, the
Yes.
fitness aspect.
Yes.
And I guess I don't know, misconceptions or preconceived notions have you seen people kind of have dispelled once they actually come and try this sport?
I think that some people confuse jiu-jitsu with MMA sometimes, and they think they're going to get punched on the ground. So when they take a complementary class and they see, oh, okay, it's the pure grappling, that makes them want to continue. You know, I think that's probably the biggest misconception. Or that there's a bunch of bullies here, like a bunch of guys that just want to hurt you, and we keep a very good vibe in here. So we try to welcome everyone, no matter their athletic ability, to join us.
That's something I've noticed every time I visit. Like the worst you get, which is just like playful ribbing.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has a nickname. Everyone gets picked on a little in a loving way, and it's like one big happy, sweaty family.
Yeah, it is a sweaty family. Yes, it is. It is.
That's awesome. So, how can people find out more about your gym, and how can they come try out a class?
Okay, well, our website is mavericktraining.net. There's a contact button, and you can just fill out the form and say we'd like to schedule a complimentary class, and I'll answer you, and I will set it up.
And I'll tell you, everyone's very, very nice when you try the class for your first time
Yes.
and you know nothing. They're very lovely.
Also, it's located right downtown, like the center of downtown.
Yes.
This gym
Oh,
is
it's
We love
awesome.
downtown. We love downtown.
right, and it's kind of central to everything, so it makes it kind of a great location
Yes.
to have down here. And you can see exposed brick and all
Yes,
the things.
it's
It's really
It's
nice.
a very classy gym.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so they have been so kind.
All right, so Evan, we're going to do what is called rolling here in Jiu-Jitsu, and it's basically us kind of sparring. Why don't you give everybody kind of the background of what Jiu-Jitsu is all about, and what are some of the goals in Jiu-Jitsu when we are sparring, when we are rolling?
Okay, well, Jiu-Jitsu basically means like the gentle art, which just means there's no striking, it's all grappling. So when we're rolling, we're fighting for positional control, where he's trying to hold me down by like sitting on top of me or getting around my back and find a way to make me just tap and submit. I'm trying to do the exact same to him. So like an example that we like to do in this gym a lot, we play this game called guard game. Well, guard just means my legs. I'm trying not to let him get around my legs. He's trying to find a way to get around my legs and hold me down. And if he gets around my legs, he wins. If I make him fall over some way or make him tap out, I win. And then we just reset and go for however long the timer is set for. So we slap, we bump, and that means we go. So this is the second most dominant position in Jiu-Jitsu. You got mount and the back. They're both the things where it's like me, 100% offense, him, 100% defense. So we're on someone's back. The most kind of classic submission in all of grappling is the rear naked choke. I'm able to sneak an arm around his neck.
That sounds awful.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
It's where I do something to trap his arms, sneak an arm around his neck, and basically just squeeze until he taps or he goes to sleep.
This is an air choke, right? Or is it?
This will hopefully be mostly blood. If I'm doing it correctly, it should be cutting off blood. If I'm just ramming my wrist bone into his trachea, it's an air choke.
There's an air
That's a
choke.
little meaner. So I try to be a little bit nicer.
Cutting off the blood is nicer?
Let's go with blood.
Yeah,
The nice
so we're going
one.
blood. So what my objective is I want this arm, whatever arm I choose to be my choking arm, to go all the way around his neck where my elbow is under his chin. So what's going to happen is this side of my arm is going to cut off blood on one side, and this side of my arm is going to cut off blood on the other side. If I was doing what's called a short choke, that's the one where it just air choke. You just wrist bone in the neck, and that just hurts really bad. So you go all the way around like this. Now what I want to do is this hand's going to grab somewhere in here. Usually try to grab a deep grip on your bicep, and this hand will sneak all the way behind his head, behind this shoulder. Because his defense is if he can grab this arm right here and pull it down, then I can't really get a very good squeeze. So I need to hide it all the way back here. So now really, he can't really, this should be so tight, hard to fit fingers to pull that arm down. And this arm right here is hidden back here, so he can't grab it. And then all I do for it is I just slowly pull him in like this and squeeze my arms, stretch him out. And I should put a very slow,
And then you put him to sleep.
yeah, very slow, gentle pressure on the side of the neck here.
Hey guys, it's Daniela with Know Huntsville. It is a Friday when I am filming this. It has been a long week and all I want is some pizza. So I stopped by Earthstone, got a pie, and I want you guys to go there and do the same. Grab one of their unique, delicious wood-fired pizzas and try their house-made ice cream that has alcohol in it. That's what they tell me, and it is so good. So check out our friends at Earthstone. When you support them, you support the show. So another thing they do here at Maverick is y'all teach Muay Thai, which is very different. If you've been to just like regular boxing gyms, this is a whole
other thing.
different ball game.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what are the principles of Muay Thai?
So in boxing, you have two primary weapons. It's just your hands, basically. And Muay Thai is also known as the art of 8 limbs. We have punches, we have kicks, just like kickboxing. Then we also have elbows, and then we have our knees. So you have 8 different weapons.
You have everything.
Use. Yeah, pretty much just full body, just attacking somebody.
Yeah. She's been looking forward to beating me up all day.
All year.
All year.
Yeah.
All right, so teach me.
All right.
But
So-
don't hurt me.
We'll both at the same time. Okay, so first things first, you want to be in just your stance, and so generally you want your dominant side and back.
Okay.
And that's just because boxing-wise and using your hands, you want to lead with your weaker side that's going to be closer, weaker side. That way you can set up your strong side. And then also for our kicks and knees, it's obviously going to be quicker and more powerful just to lift up your rear leg and step into it. If I wanted to throw my lead side, I would then have to load up this hip by bringing that foot behind me. So it just takes an extra step out of the way. My dominant side is already wound up, so then I can just go and start beating up Daniela as much as I want to. So 2 of the most basic things in Muay Thai, obviously it's just gonna be the jab. So it's gonna be your lead hand. You want your left shoulder in front, hands resting right next to your cheekbones. She's gonna turn out this palm here, so it's facing me. My left hand is gonna go and meet her left hand. I want my knuckles right on top to meet. I don't wanna hit with my palm.
That'd be painful.
Yeah. So hands just like this. My arm is gonna go out in a straight line and jab. And hopefully she doesn't punch herself in the face. There's also sweeps, so I could trip her foot.
Oh, God.
Over to the side.
None
my
of
hip
this
over.
feels good.
Drop my shin on her thigh. Yeah, it's definitely one of the most brutal strikes. I would rather get punched in the face than kicked in the leg pretty much any day.
And the one she was most excited to demonstrate on me.
Thinking about it all day. Hey, good. And then I'll kick you again. Make sure you turn your hip into it. Turn your hip over.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll kick you again. And it's actually when you block, it'll actually feel better if you flex into it. You can just see on your thigh. If you loosen it, you can stick your fingers in farther.
Okay.
If you flex, it kind of bounces off the outside.
Okay.
So flex.
So lean. Oh,
Yeah.
lean
It's
into
counterintuitive.
it. Don't want to run away
Yeah.
from it.
That's going to
Like
loosen
I've
up your
been doing.
muscle, and it's going to make my shin penetrate deeper. It's actually going to hurt worse. So flex. Flex.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
do
ready.
my
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm
flex.
ready.
See?
I hardly felt that
Felt
one.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deep tissue massage.
Okay. I think I'm done. I get so nervous.
Ready?